Hello everyone, emmy-lou here. Today I want to show you how to do almost like a cityscape, a landscape picture in the style of Paul Klee. So it's Paul Klee. Ta-da! He was a Swiss-born German artist and he created more than 10,000 paintings, drawings and etchings, which I thought was amazing. And he kind of experimented. His style was the inner world of expressionism and surrealism. So he loved doing watercolor, he loved doing printmaking, he loved doing drawings, and they're really beautiful. They're very dreamy, I think. I really love them. So we're going to do a variation of some of his work, and it's just going to be in the style of. So if you have a look, actually I held it up for quite a long time just so you could see, but he did so much blending, beautiful colours, and it would be nice to write that down. He was born 1879 and he died 1940, so if you're really good at maths you can work out how old he died, how old he was when he died. Okay, so all we're going to need is landscape piece of paper, pencil. Let's go. So we're going to do what looks like a cat, because in his original painting he did something that resembled a cat, but it wasn't very realistic, obviously, because that's not what his work is. So we'll just do a nice big circle there, and we're going to do a big circle here. So you got two big circles. Try and get it as round as you can, because I don't think mine's very round, is it? And then create the cat. So we're going to do heart for the nose. We're going to do two little lines going down, and we want really big eyes. So what I'm going to do is, if you can't do that, just do normal eyes. But they kind of look like that in the picture. So we're going to do that type of thing, and then we're going to do... So what I'm doing is I'm using Paul Klee, I'm using his work to help me create my own artwork, which is called, you're using the influence of the artist. So it's really helpful in your own artwork to do that. So we're going to just do some whiskers. And then, cool shape. It's going to go, kind of goes in the sun, doesn't it? And it doesn't matter if it's not exactly the same each side. It doesn't matter at all. Now, I really enjoy this bit. This bit's my favourite for some reason. So we're going to do you remember doing stickle bricks in school, or just wooden blocks? It reminds me of that, because all it is, rectangle. You can create your own. You don't have to do mine. So if you think about it, I'm going to go... I'm doing a lot of these types of shapes, and then I'm doing something behind. So you could just do lots of rectangles, lots of long houses shapes, and then you want to go straight line. It's almost like the cat's looking over the bridge for me. There you go. It's all about pattern for me, this project. So it's pattern. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? Ooh. Might make the, do a little line there. So that's super simple, isn't it? How simple is that? But it's really effective when we colour it in. And then you want to go triangle, straight line. Now it's up to you what shapes you want to put in this. So I'm going to go stripes. I'm going to do some lines. You can take your time with this. You can pause the video, because that's the fun bit. Sort of taking your time, looking at different lines, and because it's the colouring in of this that makes it look so effective. And you could literally create anything, any shapes. I quite like circles. I've always liked circles, actually, ever since I was small. I just got something that I didn't want to do. It's okay. This is really, I'm doing this quite fast, just to give you an idea of what you can do. So that is incredibly simple, isn't it? So take your time, decide what shapes you might want to do. You can do hearts, you can do circles, you could do anything actually. You could do crosses, kisses. Now I would normally use watercolour pencil, but chalk's exactly the same, just incredibly messy. So I'm going to use chalk because it's just a bit easier to show you. But when you do watercolour pencil, you're going to colour around. I'll show you what I mean. So take your watercolour pencil if you've got that, and you want to cut really chunky. You want to do it nice and thick. Let's say you go around here. Any colour, doesn't have to be blue. I'm just doing blue because it's quite a dark colour, so hopefully you can see it. Actually green as well. I'm going to do blue and green for this one. Can you see I'm not colouring the inside? Kind of gives that cubist feel. And it's all about the inner emotions of the artist when you do expressionist artwork. So that is what you can colour in watercolour pencil. Nice and chunky, and then you get your brush, get the water and just blend in each one. Because I'm using chalk, I just have to simply get my finger and just smudge in each one. Because if you go like that, then you're not going to get this look, and you need to get this really cool kind of, it's a really nice look. It's almost like a mosaic. So that's one of them, that's one building. Now this can take you a long time, so just enjoy it and just do it how you want. If you prefer, you can paint it and not have to do it like this. You could just paint the whole thing, but I'm trying to get the look of what Paul Klee did, because I like that look. And I'm just deciding whatever colours I like. It could be any colour, it doesn't matter too much. I've got a lot of colours in my chalks, which is nice, can you see it? So let's do a red. I like the fluorescent colours. This is where I get covered in it. If your fingers get messy and you're using chalk, don't worry, just go and clean your hands and come back, because if you don't clean your hands, oof, you get really messy. Just as well I've got a blue top on, isn't it? Because I think I've just put it on the sleeve. Okay. Yeah, I'm just in each colour. Now, as I say, be careful because your hands are going to get so messy. If you want the whole thing to be one colour, still colour just the lines. Don't colour inside, because then it just looks nice. It looks really cool if you don't do it, you know, if you don't colour the whole thing. Okay, let's go. What colour should we do now? The good thing about chalks is you've got so many lovely colours. It's actually quite quick chalk. You don't want to rush your artwork, really. There's no need, but if you need it to be done by a certain time, chalk is the way to go. Now, as I said, I'm deciding what colours to do based on what I like. So it's just a personal preference. So you pick any colours you think will look nice. Now, I love the idea of the cat being red and yellow and orange. So I'm just going to get some colours. Can you see that every single thing I colour is a line. I'm not colouring inside. I'm going to do yellow whiskers. Why not? I think I like it because it looks like watercolour pencil. Because the chalk, when I smudge it, looks really good. Don't know what colour to do now. There you go. Okay, now when I smudge the cat, I'll do the nose. Oh, it's a tricky one, isn't it, that bit? If your finger gets messy at any point, just rinse your finger, just go wash it. I like to dry it on a tablecloth if you've got one. The good thing about Paul Klee as well is you can put black lines if you like. That will look quite nice. Okay, how are we getting on? Quite like that actually. I do like a good purple. Let's do some purple there. It's quite fun, isn't it, doing the shapes. I'm doing the blue ones first and then the purple. So if I do all of them at once, they're just going to go everywhere, aren't they? Oh, I like that one. I like that one. I like it. It's good that you like it, isn't it? Especially if you've just done it because you want to like it, really, don't you? If you don't like your work, don't panic, because normally when I start a project, I don't like it to start off with, and then I love it at the end, so it all depends, doesn't it? Now these lines are going down, so I'm going to smudge down. Woo, look at that. Ah. I want a bit of, should I have a bit of orange again? I'm just going to, because this is such a small shape, I'm just going to colour the whole thing. And I don't want to be too long really, because I think you get the idea of what to do. I just coloured the whole thing because it was tiny. So yeah, I don't want to be too long on your video, because I know that now you've got the idea, you can do it. Now the sunshine, we can cut it into cubes and create a different coloured sunshine. Oh, I think I'm going to do that, you know. It just makes it look more interesting. You don't have to do this, but I'm just thinking, you know when you've got an idea and you think, ooh, it's really, really good if you've got an idea to just try it. Depends if you're in school and you're having to do a certain thing, or if you're at home, you can just challenge yourself and do something different if you're allowed, if you're able. Okay, there's my sun, I quite like it. Now, if you were doing watercolour pencil, you can then outline it in a watercolour black pencil when you're finished, when it's dry. Or, I'm going to outline mine in a black chalk, but you might not want to do that, but I'm only going to outline it because I'm not going to outline everything either. I just want to outline the outline. So I'm only outlining the outer edge of most of the shapes. I don't have to do all of them. It's just the black against the colour makes it stand out and it looks so good. And I think the cat especially, I want to outline because it just makes him stand out. It's like he's looking over the city. He's the guardian of the city, which is kind of cool. Now, if you want, you can then do the sky. You could literally divide the sky into shapes and do the sky. The clouds could become the shapes as well. So once you've done your black, if it is chalk, get your one finger. You don't want to smudge it, you just want to draw over the black line. And if you're not using chalk, obviously you don't have to do this. But I obviously love chalk, don't I? Because I use it for so much. There we go. And there is my Paul Klee inspired masterpiece. Let me know how you get on with yours. I definitely would colour the sky. I definitely would do something in there because I think it would look really nice, because the white is nice, but it's also nice to divide the sky and do different colours. So there we go. Enjoy, have a good time doing it, and like and subscribe and let me know how you get on.